family ties, but have the willpower to revoke the appointment of the minister if he fails to resign.
The finance minister must resign. We are extremely worried that despite the damning findings made against the finance minister by the office of the special prosecutor, the minister has not shown any regret and respect to the people of Ghana by not resigning from his position. According to the special prosecutor, the agreement submitted to Parliament by the finance minister, quote, surrenders the sovereignty of Ghana over its gold mineral resources in perpetuity, unquote. Essentially what the special prosecutor is saying is that the arrangement in the appointment of the transaction advisor was not approved by the Public Procurement Authority with Data Bank as part of the transaction advisors. And secondly, he's talking about money laundering and illicit financial flows because the Ministry of Finance, or the Minister of Finance, supervised an agreement with Imari, South Africa, but agreed to pay the money, the proceeds, to pay them to Imara, Botswana.
Mr. Samoa joins us via Zoom now. Mr. Samoa, your party is calling for the dismissal of the finance minister, but we do know that you have blamed him, not you, but your party has blamed him for the collapse of many of your former flag bearer, Papa Kwesi Ndum's businesses. Are you making this call out of bitterness?
No, first of all, thank you very much for having me. We are in an election year. We are presenting ourselves for election to the high office of president. We are campaigning to the people to look at how past administrations have not been able to fight corruption. And we have put in place practical measures to deal with the issues of corruption. What is at hand borders on governance and good governance and how we approach corruption. So in the management of our country, in the administration of Ghana, if a public official finds himself, as the OSP has confirmed, in not just a conflict of interest position, but he says lack of morality and ethicality in the administration or in public service, it behoves on us to ask the minister to resign. And if the minister doesn't resign, the president must look beyond family ties and get rid of his appointment. So it has nothing to do with any bitterness. There are due processes ongoing in the court as far as those businesses are concerned. So this is purely about good governance, and it's purely about how we improve, how we administer this country, and how we stop corruption all over in this republic.
Now, Mr. Samoa, the president has expressed confidence in the work of the finance minister, even after Mr. Amendu released this report. The finance minister himself has denied the claims being made against him. Do you honestly think, is it practical that this call that you're making will be taken up by the president?
Well, he has to, and that is why somehow was given us the impression that he is complicit in the deal, giving us the impression that he's compromised by family ties, that he can't act. We are going to continue to mount the pressure. What we asked for, a number of things that we asked for at the press conference, was that the Minister of Finance should resign himself, do the honorable thing. If he doesn't resign, the president must kick him out. If the president doesn't kick him out for obvious reason, then we are calling on the people of Ghana to kick out this small clan from Chibi that is attempting to mortgage the entire resources of the republic because they had a privilege to serve the country in 4 years. They are in a hurry to get everything they can get out of it. That cannot happen. So if the president, who is an advocate of good governance, does not take the right step, because many other appointees have committed sins that are lesser than the ones that the finance minister has committed. We lost 190 million of greed and an attempt to share the assets of ECG among family and friends. We lost that money. The Minister of Finance has, as we speak, refused to respond to a constitutional body, an act of parliament establishing PIAC. The minister has spent 1.5 billion cedis of our oil money. He's not able to account for it for the past 2 years. So many bigger, lesser sins have been committed by
All right. Many thanks. That's the PPP running mate Kofi Asamoah there. Let's go back to the campaign trail. And as we told you, the NDC presidential candidate is in the Eastern region. Correspondent Kofi Siang joins us on the line with what Mr. Mahama has been doing. Kofi, bring us up to speed on Mr. Mahama's, what's happening with this campaign right now in the Eastern region.
Okay, so former President Mahama started his campaign in the Eastern region from Hebri, and from